Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Saturday Morning Makes. This is my third one. I wasn't able to participate last Saturday, just busy. You know, life gets busy. I work full-time and we run Airbnbs, so it gets busy. Well, I've got a few things that I'd like to show you today. Again, this is Saturday Morning Makes, and for those of y'all who are not familiar with this, Miss Jillian Norwood of Greenwood Girl Car Crafts has started this art collaborative called Saturday Morning Makes, where you can upload your videos and share things that you make, anything that you make, crochet or painting or whatever it is that you like to do. And we just all kind of enjoy looking at each other's work and share each other's crafts with each other. So if you want to join, make sure you upload your video with hashtag SatMornMakes and just have fun. Okay, I'm going to start with this card. This is one of my cards that I made. This actually I learned from Miss Anna White. She has a tutorial, and I think it's called, I don't know, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's a snowman painting tutorial. She's got several tutorials for painting and other stuff too. But I kind of mimicked what she did in this particular one, and I really loved it. This paper here is the Tim Holtz watercolor paper, and I started off with distressing it with some distress ink, and then just kind of did the watercolor. And I don't know if you can see or not, I did a sprinkle of some of my pearlescent gold paint on top of that. That's very, very delicate, so I don't know if you can see it or not. But I use this stamp. I love this stamp. I'll show you this one. It is a deep red stamp. And they have this called Woodland Snowman. And he is just that red rubber stamp that I enjoy using the red rubber stamps a lot, actually. But yeah, he's one of my favorites. So that's that stamp that I use for that one. And this particular poinsettia die is from Spellbinders. So I did that, and then I just kind of hot glued a burlap bow and a button there. So that's him. And I kind of did some different placement with my papers. I'm always doing stacks of rectangle or square, and I thought I would do something different with that gold sticking out like that. Gold color paper. So that's that guy. He's kind of a woodland theme. And then I did a little tag that's kind of like a woodland theme. And this isn't too fancy. This is just a sticker. I forget from where I got it from. But this is from that Tim Holtz paper pack, not paper pack, but the little word stickers he has. And in the background, see these little trees here? That is a Tim Holtz stamps, and I just stamped those out in brown for like a little background. And that's the Tim Holtz Ideology pine cone, and I got a little jingle bell there, and that's his tag. There's the back of it. I did a kind of a burgundy color on the back with that one. And I think I got these little die cut pieces that are sticking out from behind the deer. That is the Tim Holtz Sizzix little die cuts. You know how he's got the little pine and sprigs and stuff? That's where that came from. So he's another woodland theme. And I kind of went crazy on my pink stuff. I love the shabby chic and the pink, so did a whole bunch of those kind of things. So I'll show you. I've got this little guy. He's just a little shaker tag. I don't know if you can see the snowflakes in there. The little shaker bits. This die cut I got from Hobby Lobby. And it is a Momenta. I don't know if you can see that. Momenta shaker die. And it comes with, you've got this one too, where you run this through your die cut, and what that does is it cuts out a bunch of little heart confetti. I haven't done that yet, but I thought that was a cool idea. So that's where this guy came from. And in the background, I've got just some pretty little script with some soft roses in the back, but I don't think you can see it. Sorry, I think I may have been out of frame. And then just little embellishments I found in either Etsy or Dollar Tree. I've been on the hunt for all kind of embellishments. So that's this little guy. And there's another little tag I made. I picked up a whole pack of these. This like black board. There's a whole packet. I think it was Hobby Lobby that I found them. Either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I'm not sure. But yeah, this came from a little ephemera pack. I just kind of hot glued some things onto there. Put a cup of cheer. That actually came from a little stamp set that I got. And then just this kind of stuff I found at the Dollar Tree or at Michael's, one of the two. And I got a little bow and some little jingle bells and some of this eyelash yarn, I think is what they call it. I love this one. It's so pretty. I love the pinky kind of colors up against that black. And then I just went around this with a chalk pen and made the little dashes there. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cute. Here's another one. Again, y'all might remember from my last video, I printed off a bunch of these little papers that had a bunch of little square-shaped images off of Etsy. I forget the shop. But I have a whole bunch of them, and they're just perfect for this size of tag. So I made this little tag. This is called Gingerbread Express. I just love it. I think it's so precious. And of course, here's the little tag, the Lily of the Valley little tag stamp. Says sugar and spice there. And another little embellishment here, a little snowflake. Now these gingerbread men, I got them from, got these guys on a couple of projects. That is from a stamp and die set from Art Impressions. Clear Stamps Art Impressions. And this is called the Gingerbread Cubbies 5178. But yeah, so you get all these little guys that are in the set, all the little, and the gingerbread house too. And there's a lollipop and a candy cane too that comes in that set, stamp and die set. So that's where these little teeny tiny gingerbread men came from. Well, this is a ginger girl, but that's that one. And here's another from that little Etsy pack. It's just a bunch of cute little, I looked up Pink Christmas on Etsy, and a bunch of this type of stuff kind of came up, kind of vintage, kind of shabby chic. I love it. And this is the Lily of the Valley stamp, and I put it on this paper, this beautiful sparkly pink paper. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can. Yeah, and a mixture of that pink gingham and eyelash lace. I think he is just too precious. Here's another one. This die cut is a shaker die cut. I found it on Amazon, I believe. Yeah, and so I just cut him out. I did the pink background with the white up front like that. And this little pink ribbon I got from Michael's. There was like a pack of like trims and ribbons and such, and this was part of it. And I got some little, I don't know if you can see that, the little snowflakes in there. Gosh, he's gorgeous. Just everything about this is sparkly. Oh, I just love it. And on the back, I hot glued a button with my eyelash lace or ribbon or thread or whatever you call it, eyelash yarn. It's eyelash something. The paper, this is from Prima Marketing, and it's a paper pack. I love this paper pack. It's called Candy Cane Lane, and there's all kind of beautiful paper in that pack. I just love it so much. So So that's this guy. I love him. This is card shows a product I have not used before, and I tried finally. I'll show you what that is. But this is a shaker pouch. See this little piece? It's something, so you got your paper, and there's a shaker pouch that you kind of adhere to your paper. And of course I backed that up with some other paper and layered it and such. Put Believe. And this came from an ephemera pack. I think it came from the Pink Christmas, from Stamperia, the Pink Christmas. And some other little random things I found. And put that all together in a card. And then this, Season's Greetings. And I used the Tim Holtz Distress Color and Oxide, the Kitsch Flamingo, I think it's called. And I love this particular, this is from a set from Tim Holtz. It's Sentiments, and they're very retro looking. I love that set. It's one of my favorites. I thought I had it somewhere handy. Let me grab it real quick. It's this guy. I've got the small version. This is the small version and the bigger version. And I just love they're so retro and fancy looking. So that's from that guy right there. Yeah. And here's another one I did. This die cut is from Spellbinders. And he's beautiful. He's just a little deer. You know how much I love my little deer. And there's little sparkly paper and sequins and stuff in there. And I just mounted him onto some paper. And again, I used one of those sentiments from that Tim Holtz one, Best Wishes for the Holiday Season. And it's just kind of a simple card, but super pretty. I love these. So let me go back to this. I forgot to show you my product here that I used for this, the little shaker pouch. It's these. It's Brutus Monroe shaker pouches. So you just take them. There's a whole bunch in here. Sorry for the crinkling. That's probably loud. But there's some paper on the back here. And you just peel that off. And inside you put your, sorry if that's kind of off camera here, frame. You put your stuff inside there, and you take your little paper off, your adhesive, and it can fold down and then just mount onto your card or whatever you're using. So I thought this was a cool thing. This is the Brutus Monroe shaker pouches. There's 25 of them in there. So yeah, that's again what went onto this card right here. And inside, I don't know if you can see any of the sequins there, but there's a bunch of pretties inside of there. Yeah, so that's that guy there. I've got a couple more things to show you, and then I'll be close to done. It seems like I did a whole lot more. I guess I did, but gosh, it goes by fast, doesn't it? I made this little tag here. And this little gingerbread man came from, gosh, I can't remember where he came from. But I know that this stocking came from a Tim Holtz die cut. And this tag is a Spellbinders tag die cut. And I've used this one right here. I just used this piece, and then the little kind of lacy piece at the bottom is what I used there. And yeah, I also have a little candy cane embellishment. I don't know if you can see that. See that candy cane? And the Lily of the Valley stamped. I stamped that in red. Yeah, and there's like a little doily die cut. I got a few of those. I can't remember where I got them. I think they were off of Amazon. But I think they make such a nice little contrast back there. You know, that white and that red, and then your image on top of the doily. I think that makes it really pretty. And some of this, some of these ideas and inspiration definitely came from Miss Jillian. With her gingerbread and the stockings and all that kind of stuff. I just think so precious. So I kind of copied some of your stuff a little bit, Miss Jillian. It's just too pretty. So I love this guy. And then my last one, what I used for my last one, I got the bows, one of the bow sets from Scrap Diva. So this is the bow set for the bow that's on here, this bow, okay. And then the actual little die cut for the face and everything is also from Scrap Diva, and it's the little gingerbread face, girl face. And I made her. And I have a little peppermint cane or candy embellishment on the bow. And I love the bow. Look how cute that is. You can layer your back pieces, and then you got your little bow here. And this is papered, little die cut eyelashes and nose and mouth. And I just used a chalk pen to kind of come through and highlight some of those areas. And the cheeks. You die cut your little circles and your little spirals. And just such a cute little, I could see a bunch of these hanging on the Christmas tree. And then I got this ribbon here. So, yeah. I have too much fun and I need to make some more now. All right, thank you so much for joining me this morning, and y'all have a really good day, okay? Bye-bye.